All right, happy Tuesday, August 18, 2015. I have some music playing. You may not be able to really hear it. But they seem to like to hear the music every so often. Jason.
Now loading Shoutcast Internet Radio.
So I'm going to have that on. They seem to like the vibe.
Now initiated.
I just don't always like to do it because sometimes you can't quite
Channels 72
hear everything else
now
out.
initiated. Now initiating Shoutcast.
A piece of their what was that? A day in the name in the sand.
Hi guys.
Show. First he did.
Here's your candle.
Exploring the realms that
Do you see your candle? How are you today? Do you like the music today? Do you like to dance? Is there anybody with me this morning? I didn't spend much time calling you all over. I got distracted watching a very cool video. If any of you aren't familiar with Pumpkinhead Paranormal, Bill Perry has a YouTube channel. And he has some really cool videos. Wait, how do I turn this one down? Here we go. He has some very, very cool videos. And they're just getting better and better. I mean, as we get this software development and the advancements and all this technology, it's just amazing. And he had a very, very cool session he just did the other night. So I got really stuck watching that one. So it's another one that I recommend watching. And if I didn't share it on JJParanormal yet, that will definitely be on there today. What was that? Are you guys starting to come around? What can I do to get you to come around? Does it help that I'm in a better mood today? That I'm not so sad today? Does that help? I'm feeling happier today. A little bit. I know when I can't lie to you guys. I'm the radio. Does my energy affect you guys? Well, what do you guys want to talk about this morning? I'm all amped up. I got my double dose of caffeine here. I've got my California medication here. And got our candles going, our crystals going, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm ready to have a nice talk. Is my female with me? The female that I've used to see as a child, is she still with me? I'm going to turn off the radio. Is she one of my guardian angels? When we were supposed to die in that car accident last Christmas, now I don't even remember, was it last Christmas or the Christmas before? I've had so many tragedies happen so close together now that they blur. My father's 3-year death anniversary is this September 29th, the day after my sister's birthday. And after that, I lost one of my cats. One of the babies that were born, they were inbred, but they were a rescue pair that I received, brother and sister that got pregnant. One of the babies passed away, but that was revolving around some very negative things I don't even want to talk about, and I think I know what was behind it, but that happened at that time. And then Christmas time came, and I can't remember if it was the first Christmas without my dad or if it was the next one, but it was a week before Christmas, and we had the rollover accident to where all the EMTs said that they couldn't believe we both were alive. And if anybody did live, only one person should have lived, not both of us. So they had said that those Highlanders have wonderful airbags and brakes, which they do. In fact, the replacement vehicle we got for him was the exact same Highlander. If you saw what we did and what had happened when we got bumped, you would want the same car again too. But I also feel like I could have had some other help. I drive in all of our cars, I do jewelry. And I make these little rear view mirror charms. And we have our St. Christopher's. I don't know how loud to talk, how loud not to talk. So we have our St. Christophers that, you know, I like to rub between my fingers. My dad's name's also Christopher, after his dad, Christopher John. And because this accident happened so recent from his death, you know, mind you, I have other angels and guides I've had forever. But because it was either within months or that year that it had happened, I thought it had to have been my dad. And he wanted us both to live. He knows how hard it is for my mom to be where she's at alone right now without him. She's very strong. But I think he wanted to make sure that we were okay. And I always wanted to know if my dad had anything to do with helping us in that accident that day. Confused. We actually had to rescue ourselves. After we rolled several times, we settled upside down, and the car was crushed in like a can. And Jeff was stuck in his seatbelt still. I was able to pull myself up on something in the car to get enough tension off to cut myself out of the seatbelt, to drop myself to the ground. I always carry a knife on me. A safety knife on my body, yes. And Jeff's tension was so tight that we couldn't get him out of his seatbelt. Not only that, there were no windows we could see to get out. I was sure the Jaws were going to have to come and get us. I was scared for that. It's also a hybrid. We have the extra batteries, you know, on the bottom. I'm pretty car savvy. I again grew up around cars with my father. But these new cars with the batteries and all that shit, I don't know what could leak, what could spill. Above. And I started to freak out about the juice. I'm also very claustrophobic. Even though I like to go scuba diving and things like that. Tanning beds, shit like that, I fucking hate it. I fell asleep in a tanning bed once, and I woke up freaking the hell out. So, I would like to know if anybody can help answer this question, because it's always made me wonder. Well, I guess I should finish. I had Jeff cut himself out I pushed Jeff up with my hands. I pushed up on him until he had enough tension off to cut himself out of his seatbelt. And then he dropped. And both of our knives have glass break sensors. On my side on the floor where I was, I found a little bitty corner of glass. And then I could start to hear people coming up. We yelled at everybody to back up, and Jeff smashed the glass, and people started screaming because they didn't know what was happening. And we stuck our arms through, and the people on the other end were able to pull us through this little tiny... Anne is my mom's name right here. Anne is my mom's name. Daddy, are you here? I didn't want anything to happen to me and have my mom have her daughter gone too after losing her husband. I mean, she has another daughter and everything. But, we got out. One of the guys that were the first responders was just a passerby. He happened to be a fire chief off duty, and he was on his way to work. He was able to get help started very quickly. I was walking around picking up tools off of the freeway because of our security our business. We deal with a lot of security cameras, alarms, equipment. It's a lot of money. Yeah, I was scared to death. Hi. Okay, here's your chair. Are you guys starting to come around? And they were wanting to take me away in an ambulance. And this wasn't my first accident. Karen, I have an Aunt Karen. This was actually my second really big accident. But I could hear them talking when the police and the firemen and the EMTs were giving their side reports. And they were just shaking their heads saying how they couldn't believe that we both lived, and they asked if there were other people in the car. Hi, I see somebody else is here. Are you sitting or the city? And they were saying they couldn't believe it, that we should have been dead. And they told us the same things, that we had something special looking over us, that from everything that they had seen in their careers, by all accounts, we both should have been dead. Not even one of us should have survived that. I have pictures of it on Facebook. I get nightmares about it a lot, being stuck. But I'd like to know, now that that's a long story. Hi, there's the third one. Because I will bring that up sometimes in my videos. And if you're not familiar about me, I wanted you to have some background about that, so you know happiness. So you know kind of where I'm coming from. And if you hear certain things yourself, that I might miss, you might find some relevance somewhere that I miss. I don't know how my voice is mixing on this right now. I have a different setup right now. So I have no idea how this is going to sound right now. So can somebody tell me, the day of that accident, did I have, or did Jeff have, an angel looking over us? Did Jeff and I have angels protecting us during the rollover accident? Let's see. Take it off. I was just readjusting my shirt. That was weird. And I could have sworn I heard a guy go, "Take it off." Anyway, my mind making things up. If we did have angels looking over us at the time, are they angels that we know? Was this just luck? What did it? Was it just? It happened to be just good airbags and good brakes. I mean, are Highlanders really that safe of a vehicle? When I had that ex-husband that was drunk and depressed over that cancer surgery, tried to strangle me that night. And he had almost managed to complete the task. His own words was he had already started, he couldn't finish, he couldn't stop now. He was like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. And it was really scary. He came home drunk one night. And I actually felt my body go. I'd had a near-death experience when I was like 7, 8, 6, I don't know. I was in Girl Scouts and I drowned at a pool. I wasn't being supervised by the people. And when this guy was strangling me, he was an Anthony. Hey, Anthony, there's your name. I was having the same feelings that happened when I was being, feeling my life go. And luckily, as I was staring at the floor of the closet, all I could think about was the fact it was Mother's Day. It was like 3:30 in the morning because the bars had closed. And I was worried about my cats, yeah. I just thought how I did not want my mom to wake up and find out on Mother's Day that her daughter was murdered. I knew where the guy was going to end up dumping me. I asked him what he was going to do with me after. He was so drunk that he ended up just all of a sudden passed out. I just started to go with it and kind of even just played, I was numb. He thought, I guess he was finished, and he rolled over and starts to snore. After a few minutes, I start to get the feeling back in my feet, go up my legs, my hands, everything, I've got nothing on but a t-shirt and my broken cell phone in the bathroom. And I very quietly got up and grabbed my keys. I had to leave my cats. And I drove to my parents' house. And then called his parents, got him out of the house. Went back and got my cats the next day. I always wanted to know, did I have an angel looking over me that night too? Did I have an angel helping me survive that night? And yes, he is an ex-husband. Did I have an angel with Jeff when we had the car accident? If we did, was it the same guardian angel or different angels? Do we each have several angels? How many angels and guides do I have? That might be an open-ended question. Spirits. How many spirits do I have with me? Grave. Is my Peaches okay? Man in a grave. What man in a grave? There's a man in a grave outside. UFO? Father? Is my dad here? I'm getting confused. We were talking about angels and things. I don't know if we're still talking about angels or not. Because like I just turned off the iPod, but that's not that word. Who's tired? Around. I want to know more about this grave outside. I mean, I think these houses are like 70s or whatever, but this area we live in has a lot of history to it, a lot of Indian ground. The whole town basically of Brentwood, Antioch, Pittsburgh, all this has a lot of history to the area. So the house itself may not be significant, but this ground may be. I thought I felt a portal in the backyard one day. Probably 3 or 4 years ago. I think I just talked over a woman whispering. 3 or 4 years ago, and I walked through this thing. And the only way I could explain it was like this force field. I'll talk about it later. It takes a bit to explain, and I don't want to lose track right now. What's the man's name in the grave? Say something about a rapist? What's the man's name in the grave in the backyard? Or outside? Deborah? Well, Deborah is a woman's name. Was the man dressing like a woman? Or vice versa? Was the woman dressing like a man? Paralyzed. Alice, do they want to give a message to somebody? Say something about penis, something? Ghastly. It almost sounded like the radio said ghastly, as that said ghastly. But I could be a little bit overly medicated right now. Megan? Who are all these names I'm hearing? Are all these people okay? Do any of those people that you named need any help? Mother? Is my mom okay? I just had to step away from the table. Small. Is my mom okay? Is she losing weight? Is she getting depressed because my dad's anniversary is coming up? Can you send extra angels and extra love to my mom? Please? Can you help my mom's heart? I can't put myself in my mom's place. And being with her during this entire thing up until the end was something that I was very blessed to be a part of. Very personal and very touching. And it also makes me hurt for my mom in ways that I never ever thought that I could. And she is a strong woman. She's one of the strongest women I've ever met. I get a lot from her. But I want to make sure that she's actually okay. And not just saying it. Is there something I can do to help my mom feel better?
Like this channel. And Charlotte taking an early duty plea for a separate channel.
Reverse sweep.
Down 6-2.
Do you know who my mom's favorite poltergeist? Do you know who my mom's favorite singer is? Or at least the one I'm thinking in my mind right now? The King? Not Albert, I don't think. But it has to do with the King. I'm saying his name in my mind. If you can read my mind right now, can you say the word? Does my dad still sit in his favorite spots in the house with my mom? Is his energy still attached to the wedding ring around her neck? Is my dad with Aunt Janet and Uncle Larry and Grandpa and Grandpa Cliff? All the family that I lost I can't even name, and all of the pets that you had to help take care of one by one. Now do you have them all together with you? Are you all together? Family? It said family. So you are still together as a family? I'm glad to hear that. Is it easy for you guys to get to stay together and have all of your souls and spirits together? How do you see each other? Apocalypse. How do you see each other? Do you understand each other? Here's your candle. Is Peaches with you yet? My Peachy boy, Dad? Did she just say he's here, he's white? He looks white because all of his orange went away, if that's what I heard. Peachy passed away last Sunday, Daddy. So it's been about a week and 2 days. Is Peachy okay? Was that a cat meow? I have video clips of his actual meow. It didn't exactly sound like him, but I was going to ask if he's with Chloe or Lovebug. I mean Ladybug. And Chloe is his sister, my Cocoa Bear. And she, Chloe. Peachy, are you there? Are you okay, Peachy boy? Are you okay, Peachy boy? Is your Toto with you? Is your Toto bear with you, Peachy? What about Dadybug? Is Dadybug there too? Dadybug. And do you get Spooky 1 back? Murder? Who's talking now? Who am I speaking with now? Who am I speaking with now? Under. I thought I said the word angel. This energy. Electrocution. Did somebody get murdered by electrocution? Inside? Inside where? What's that mean? Ruling 30 legions of demons, he is decepted as a crow which adopts human form at the request of the conjurer. So, are you a shapeshifter? Appearance. Spirit. That word I just heard, are you a shapeshifter pretending to be a human? Is somebody claiming to be a demon that can take on the shape of a human being? If so, why are you doing this? Would you say step on this pet? You better be good to all the animals. All of the animals are protected by the white light. Moose is protected by the white light. Tiger's protected by the white light. Night-night's protected by the white light. Daybug's protected by the white light. Bootsy's protected by the white light. Spooky's protected by the white light. Bob's protected by the white light. Is that everybody? Because I can't find it. All the kitties are protected by the white light. Oh, Daybug is protected by the white light. So is Jeff and I. White light protect us day and night.
Are you talking?
Is there anything that you would like to talk about before I shut this one down? Because this one's a long one, so I'm going to cut this one short. Hide us? Hide you from what? August 18. As always, ghosthunterapps.com. Yeah, check out Anthony Sanchez. They validate too. Go to here and get some of this, get a little bit of that. I know I've got my wish list still going and growing, and he's still creating things that's on my wish list now that I haven't seen a demo on yet, but I know I already want it. The day I learned of Ghost Hunter apps changed my whole entire perspective and experience when it came to my paranormal research and studies. Douglas. And I don't just blow smoke up anybody's ass, and I certainly would not vouch or validate for someone unless I actually believe in their product. I'm not here to do anybody's advertising for them. But if I believe in a product very strongly, and you have my support, then you have my diehard support, just like I would give to any friend or family member, and do anything I can to help you along, get the word out, and get you all the support. This one here is made by Steve Huff, Huff Paranormal. You can also get it through the Ghost Hunter apps. He worked with Anthony to create this spectacular product. This is the Flux Spirit Radar. I have a few more things I could throw on here if I could just get them to squash in just right. I'm going to be putting a webcam box up here pretty soon, so you can watch me as I'm talking to you, but also be seeing what's going on the screen, like see what I'm looking at. But you can also see me too, so you're not just like listening to me ramble on. Because Lord knows I can ramble on. Ever since I was a kid, I was the most easily entertained child. You gave me some frickin' Barbie dolls or something to draw with, some blocks, something to build. Oh my God, I could just be on my own for hours figuring shit out. Okay guys, we're going to do 3-second countdown. You ready to count down with me? You can even shut down this software if you'd like. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye. Did you say bye now? Bye-bye.